Have you ever contemplated how the food you consume impacts your gut? Your gut, often overlooked, plays a pivotal role in your overall health. It's much more than just a food processing plant. It's a complex ecosystem bustling with trillions of tiny organisms, making up what we call the gut microbiome. This microbiome is a diverse community of bacteria, viruses, and fungi, cohabiting in a delicate balance. Each member of this microscopic society has a specific job, working round the clock to keep our bodies running smoothly. They're like little workers, digesting food, producing vitamins, and even communicating with our immune system. Now, where does the food we eat come into play? Well, imagine our gut microbiome as a garden. Each type of organism is a different kind of plant, requiring specific nutrients to grow and thrive. The food we eat is like the fertilizer for this garden. Depending on the nutrients we provide, certain plants will flourish, while others might wither away. Ever wondered about the science behind how food affects your gut? Let's dive in. The food we consume is more than just fuel. It's a complex assortment of fibers, proteins, fats, and sugars, each playing a unique role in our gut health. Picture this. Your gut is like a bustling city, with gut bacteria as its inhabitants. These microscopic residents are crucial in processing what we eat. Let's start with fibers. Dietary fibers are the unsung heroes of gut health. They resist digestion in the small intestine, and upon reaching the large intestine, they become a feast for your gut bacteria. These bacteria, in turn, produce short-chain fatty acids, which are key for gut health. They not only nourish the gut lining, but also have anti-inflammatory properties that protect against certain diseases. Proteins, too, have a part to play. Some are broken down in the stomach, but most protein digestion happens in the small intestine. Gut bacteria assist by breaking down any proteins that have made it to the large intestine. This process can yield beneficial substances, but it can also produce harmful ones if protein fermentation is excessive. Balance, as always, is key. Then we have fats. While fats are primarily digested in the small intestine, certain gut bacteria can metabolize dietary fats that have reached the large intestine, producing compounds that may influence our metabolism and immune function. Lastly, let's talk about sugars. Simple sugars are rapidly absorbed in the small intestine, but complex carbohydrates like starches can make it to the large intestine where they are fermented by gut bacteria, producing gas and other byproducts. This fermentation process is generally beneficial, but when it's excessive, it can lead to discomfort and bloating. In essence, the food we eat directly influences our gut bacteria, and consequently, our overall gut health. The diversity and balance of these bacteria can be maintained or disrupted depending on our dietary choices. So, it's clear that our dietary choices have a direct impact on our gut health. Now that we understand the science, let's talk about what types of food are good, bad, or downright ugly for your gut. The good foods that are truly your gut's best friend are those high in fiber. Think of whole grains, legumes, fruits, and vegetables. These work as a broom, sweeping clean your digestive tract. Not only do they keep you regular, but they also serve as food for the beneficial bacteria in your gut. This is where the concept of prebiotics comes in. Prebiotics are essentially the food that fuels the probiotics, the good bacteria in your gut. Foods rich in prebiotics include garlic, onions, and asparagus. Now, on to probiotics. They're the good guys, the friendly bacteria that keep your gut healthy. You can find probiotics in fermented foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kefir. They help balance the gut flora, aiding digestion and strengthening the immune system. The bad. On the other side of the spectrum, we have foods that can harm your gut health. Processed foods, often high in unhealthy fats and sugars, can lead to inflammation and imbalance in your gut flora. This includes fast food, ready meals, and sugary drinks. These foods can cause an overgrowth of bad bacteria, leading to a myriad of problems like bloating, gas, and even mood disorders. The ugly. Then there are food choices that are downright ugly for your gut. We're talking about high sugar diets. Sugar is a feast for harmful bacteria and yeasts in the gut. It's like throwing a party for the bad guys. High sugar diets can lead to a host of issues, from yeast overgrowth to increased risk of inflammatory bowel disease. Choosing the right food is crucial for maintaining a healthy gut. Remember, your gut is like a garden. Feed it with the right nutrients and it will flourish. But if you fill it with junk, it will wither. So choose wisely, your gut will thank you. So, how can we improve our gut health by making better food choices? One of the most practical ways to boost your gut health is through a diverse diet. Variety is the spice of life, and it's no different for our gut. Consuming a range of different foods can help to increase the diversity of our gut bacteria, leading to a healthier gut. So try to incorporate a rainbow of fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains into your diet. Each color represents different nutrients that your gut loves. Next, let's talk about water. Just as a plant needs water to thrive, so does your gut. Staying hydrated not only helps your body function at its best, but it can also aid in digestion and keep your gut happy. So fill up that water bottle and keep it close by. Now, onto the magic world of fermented foods. These foods undergo a process of lactofermentation, where natural bacteria feed on the sugar and starch in the food, creating beneficial enzymes, B vitamins, and various strains of probiotics. Foods like yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha are packed with these gut-friendly bacteria. Incorporating them into your diet can aid digestion and provide a host of other health benefits. However, before you go changing your diet overnight, a word of caution. Our bodies are complex systems, and sudden changes can sometimes do more harm than good. If you're planning to make significant changes to your diet, it's best to do so gradually. And remember, everyone's gut is unique. What works for one person may not work for another. It's always a good idea to consult a healthcare professional before making drastic dietary changes. The journey to improved gut health isn't always a straight path. It's a process of trial and error, figuring out what works best for your body. But with patience, perseverance, and the right food choices, you can make a significant difference to your gut health. Remember, improving your gut health is a journey, not a destination. To sum up, our gut health is largely dependent on what we consume. We've traversed a journey together, understanding the intricate connection between the food we eat and our gut health. We've unraveled the science behind how different types of food can impact our gut, for better or worse. Remember how we discovered that a diet rich in diverse plant-based foods can nurture a healthy gut microbiome? Or how overly processed foods can disrupt this delicate balance? We also shed light on the role of probiotics and prebiotics in promoting gut health. You now know how fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi, and fiber-rich foods like whole grains and legumes, can be your gut's best friends. These insights are not just knowledge, they're tools. Tools that can empower you to make informed food choices, and thus nurture a healthier gut. So, next time you sit down for a meal, remember, you're not just feeding yourself, you're also feeding your gut.